Going on, everybody? My name is Garret Moore. I am a teacher at the Krunk movement. I do videos, photos, visual arts, all that stuff in that art realm or whatever. Today I'm going to talk to you about your camera settings, basics of using a camera. Pretty much I want to talk about the basic 3 things when you're getting a camera. So the first thing is the aperture. The second thing we're going to talk about is the ISO. And the third thing we're going to talk about is the shutter speed. And then we're going to talk about just a few of these functions on this knob. So you got M, that stands for manual, S stands for shutter, and priority program. And you got auto, you get your video, and you get your other few functions on there. So today I'm pretty much just going to talk about those things, the basic things that you need to know to operate and use a DSLR camera. I'm working with the Sony 7R II. It's fairly new. It's 4K and everything, pretty decent, fun. I have the Sony 50mm basic. So first things I want to talk about is the aperture. Now aperture is, let me show you what exactly aperture is so we can get a better understanding of what aperture is. Aperture controls the light in the camera, the light you let in the camera. So for example, aperture is basically, see this hole? That's your aperture. The smaller the hole, the more focus everything else in front of you will be. The wider the hole, it blurs out the background and it lets more light come through. For example, let me see. For example, this aperture, I don't know if you can see it. Probably can't see it, but this is the aperture right here. It's also called an f-stop, and it's a number. It says F and then it says a number. Right now I'm on 13. If you look in there, it's a very small hole. So if I change that, I just use this dial in the front right here to change it. See it? So now I'm on 22. That's the smallest it gets. So the hole is really small, but it gets everything in much more of a focus. So now it's on 22 and you can barely see the hole. See how small that is? You can barely see it because it's on f-stop 22. So that means it's letting in just a little light that's getting in, so it brightens up. So right now, if I was to show you what I was focusing on, you can't see nothing because the f-stop is just about closed. Now, if I was to open that f-stop, I'm going to show you when I open it. See that hole getting bigger? That's your f-stop. That's letting light in. So now that it's open, it's on the lowest number, and that's a 1.8. This is a 1.8 lens. So now I can hit the shutter and you can see that little flash, that light, it's open. You can see it, the white. So in all, aperture is the setting that allows you to manipulate the light in your photos. So you can change the aperture. Like say if your photo was a little dark, you can change the aperture down a little bit to let more light in, so it'll brighten up your photo. And with the aperture, it controls the depth of field, so you can blur out the background with a lower aperture. So when it's I'm on 1.8. I don't know if you guys can see that. F 1.8. The aperture is wider. With the field of depth, I'll be able to, when I take a picture, blur the background because the aperture is on lower. Now, if I wanted to get more of a focus, everything more focused, flatter image, I would just turn the aperture up. To get more of a focused image, but it'll get more darker on my end. So I'm letting less light in, and that's why it's getting darker. So depending on your lighting situations, if you're outside, indoors, lighting plays a big part with your aperture. The next thing I'm gonna talk about is ISO. Now ISO is an internalized light in your camera. And I'm going to tell you what it stands for. International Organization Standardization. ISO lightens or darkens your image. It is the last thing you want to use to lighten or darken your image. Now, when you get your aperture right and you get your shutter speed, we ain't talking about shutter speed yet. When you get your shutter speed right, then you want to tweak your ISO. Now ISOs go from, here's the ISO, let's see. That's my ISO. It says ISO, I don't know if you can see, it says ISO 80. Now I got there's a function here that says ISO. I click it and I can go up to brighten my image to whatever the ISO goes for. So in many instances, the ISO can go up to pretty high. Well, in my case, this camera can go up to 10,000 ISO. And that's pretty decent. But the higher you get with your ISO, the more it messes up the quality of the image. See what I'm saying? It gets more grainy because you're not letting more light in, you're turning that light up more. Feel what I'm saying? So it's, when you turn that light up more, it gives the picture more light and it makes it more grainier. So you want to keep your ISO to whatever it fits, to whatever you're shooting. If you're doing film or you're taking a photo, whatever fits for your ISO. Like, you don't want it too high. Like, I try to not go above 800. It goes down to 80 and it goes up to like 10,000 depending on the camera you're using. But you don't want to go too past 800 or lower than 100, because too low and your image will be dark. You don't want your image to be too dark. So ISO can, let's see, make the difference between a light photo or a dark photo, depending on how you do your settings. And the next thing I'm going to talk about is the shutter speed. Shutter speed controls how the shutter stays open. So this is my shutter. This is the clicker. This is what I click to take the pictures. So when you click that, you will hear a, that's your shutter. When you hear that, that's the shutter. So right now, my shutter is on 1/40. So how that determined is, the faster the shutter speed, the bigger the denominator. The slower the speed, the lower the denominator. So right now So a higher shutter speed is for more so moving objects. So say if I'm at a sporting event and I want to take pictures, I want to make sure I have the right shutter speed to freeze whatever it is in frame while I take it. So that shutter speed captures it, and it captures everything, and it don't let the photo be blurry. It's in perfect, it's in focus. Now a slower shutter speed will allow more light into the camera. It will cause more blurriness unless you have an image stabilization or a tripod for your camera. Your photo will likely be a little bit blurry depending on how stable you are, but most of the times you can get a good quality photo with a slower shutter speed. It's all about using the settings and getting that right shutter speed for what you're trying to accomplish. And that's it for the main three things. I talked about aperture, I talked about ISO, talked about shutter speed. Now I'm gonna talk about a couple other functions on your standard DSLR camera. So we have manual, let me show you. We have manual, we have shutter, we have aperture, we have program, and then we have auto. So manual is pretty much using your shutter speed, your ISO, and your aperture all together. That's your manual. You have full control. In manual mode, you have full control. You have full control over those three things that give you that perfect image. Now when you use shutter, you might be able to tweak the ISO, but you can't tweak the aperture. You can tweak the shutter speed, because in the shutter mode that's used for faster moving images, so you can capture them at a higher rate because they're moving. You're not going, if you're catching them in a slower shutter speed, it's going to be blurry and you're probably going to miss. But if it's a higher shutter speed, probably going to catch that right photo and nice, crisp, and in focus. And the next one is the A, is the aperture. And the aperture is pretty much for your aperture needs, so you can blur the background if you turn your aperture down, or if you turn your aperture up, you can get more of a focus, flat image. Your background won't be much field of depth, but everything will be in focus and it'll be all, crisp. But you can't tweak your ISO or your shutter speed when you're in aperture mode. See what I'm saying? Like, they're all these different modes. You get to mess with it. Each different mode that I went over today. But just a quick review. Shutter speed controls how long the shutter stays open. Aperture controls the light that comes in and out of the camera. ISO is your internal light in the camera. I hope you understand the camera a lot better now. If you have any questions, just feel free to leave a comment, email, anything.